588, boys! Let's go!
It's tea time.
Denny, what are we having today? This is from the Denny Stash.
The Denny Stash, we're doing the fancy. We're doing the Biyun Hao Yiwu from 2004. And, yeah.
And this is a pickup that you did on the kind of BYH group order.
Yeah, exactly.
To TWL.
Yep, for to do like, and it is really pleasant. Move that up for just a second here. Yeah, and I've been munching on this one, experimenting with it, trying it a bunch of different ways. I did a competition style version of this.
Very interesting. That smells rich.
And it's just, yeah. Easy drinking.
And you're not, I mean, you are predominantly more of a factory drinker. So this is quite a change of pace.
It is. I feel like I really kind of tasted through a lot of the factory experience. And bought through that as well. Bought the stuff that I was excited about. And now the stuff that I want to buy is probably less of, more expensive, and it's probably more petite in general. Yeah.
Just like that very stereotypical BYH taste. Wood plum. Right down the middle for me. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. Actually, my cake of this, I associate more that wood plum with the 2005 version, so it's interesting to smell it here. I get, I don't know, maybe that'll come out more too. Associate the 2004 with more kind of antique wood. And judging from the color, this will take a little bit to get going, but Denny tossed in a very generous amount of leaf, so we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, maybe just like a little hint of a mushroom character on this as well.
Tell me what your experience with this one so far has been, because you've drank through it a few times.
Yeah, to your point, it's light wood, it's plum, it's saccharine sweet, and then the thing that just gets me about this tea is that for such a sweet and bright light profile, it's so durable and strong.
That herbal note, okay, that's what the 04 has. That's right.
And so, I think the thing that gets me the most about this one overall is, just like it's lasting. You can just enjoy these sweet characters forever. And maybe like a peach thing that happens a little bit along the way through there and stuff. The material itself, go ahead and take a look at that. It is, there's so much variety in the oxidation of the leaves there. I don't know. This one just comes together.
Have you served this for family at all, or?
No. Okay. I think that my wife had us do this.
Okay.
And I was like, she liked it a lot. Yeah.
Okay.
I was like, this is what tea can be like. Cheers.
Cheerio. All the way down the hatch. It's creamy vanilla, but really that dominant wood plum for me.
It's just,
It's surprisingly thick, even though I can tell from the color that's probably going to be the weakest brew for a while. That's leaving quite an impact on the mouth already. You can tell there's good stuff in here.
Yeah. I'm eyeballing the amount of leaf that I have in here, but we're expanding the leaves here, and we're probably at about 50% of the way opened up at this point. And leather and raspberry, so much like interesting, lovely fruit in this. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, there really is quite an array of brighter, perfumey notes to that.
And I think, like the last tea, the mouthfeel in this is just spectacular. Just so much.
So juicy.
Yeah. God, so sweet. I mean, it truly is candy-esque. Like tropical candy. It's so good.
What's been your favorite way you've had this so far? How to do competition?
The Gaiwan style, by far.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it needs to have something dynamic in it. And so I'm going to push this in a little bit. Because there's so many waves of this tea to enjoy, and I think the thing about the competition style is that it just smushes everything together, which is useful and instructive, but also you lose out on this sort of journey of this tea, which is a better.
Yeah.
Look at those leaves.
How's the frisson? Those Gregorian.
Frisson. I don't know. I don't really get that. I don't really get frisson on tea. I wish I did.
You're not dramatic enough.
Yeah.
It's getting darker, the nose on this. And, yeah, I tend to like it when these teas darken a bit.
And this is the kind of tea for me that I really don't drink unless I'm planning on sitting down for 11 plus steepings.
Okay.
Because I think the last half of this one ends up being my favorite part of it.
Okay. So don't stop at 10, guys. You got to go 11.
Well, here's the thing. It gets strong enough that it gets like that bitter, astringent thing happening in the mouth, so that eventually when you have those steeps 8, 9, 10, those light flavors come back and they really are a like refreshing thing.
Sure.
It has its own, I don't know, man.
No, I hear you, yeah. I mean, these teas do go on for a while, and it's not just weak, late brews. Cheers.
Cheers.
I think the interesting thing about this tea, too, is I'm pretty sure we did an episode on this back when these first circulated. It was a bunch of splits that happened, and I think the Teas We Like guys were in there before Teas We Like existed. I was one of the people that did it, and split up like 6 cakes, something like that. And I'm pretty sure we did an episode on it. So I haven't rewatched that episode, but it'd probably be from 9 years ago, something like that. So you could go check it out and see what it's like. Yeah. The depth of this tea is really good. Tons of sweetness in the throat. I can feel it in my chest and my body already. We're not like the biggest body feel people, but this is a tea where I can notice it for sure.
Yeah. And I agree to your point about the nose being darker now. It has an earthier character on the nose. The sweetness, the initial sweetness that we had, getting slightly overwhelmed for me in the palate by the strong wood and bitter mineral, earthy savoriness of this tea. But again, it's not like it's, I don't know how to put it. It's like it's really strong on those notes, but those notes themselves are light.
Yeah.
They're not really intense.
Yeah, it's not
flavors themselves.
It's not a double lion sort of potency.
Right.
It's fundamentally a bit different.
Yeah.
But it is a strong tea.
It's strong, yeah.
Yeah. It's okay.
Okay.
I gotcha.
Man. All right. Cheers.
Cheers.
My favorite one yet. Oh.
You pushed it, but it's really not overwhelming at all.
Oh, it just brings the fruitiness of this out even more. Sweetness. But still kind of active in the top of the jaw there in terms of the intensity of this.
The jowls.
And then the Wagon on this is just next level. Alright, let's let this one hang out for a sec. So do you drink these often? What's your frequency on this one? How many, maybe you don't want to share, but do you have enough, more than one cake of this?
The 2004, I have 1 cake of this.
Gotcha.
How often do I drink BYH in general?
Yeah, or maybe like the older ones, yeah.
Yeah, the older ones are my favorite. Maybe once every 2 weeks.
Okay.
So, yeah, something like that.
That's kind of...
Maybe once every 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah. I try to drink at least one nicer boutique / Yiwu per week, but it rotates. It's not always BYH.
Do you have a specific day you do that?
No.
Got it.
Yeah. But how about? I mean, I guess you haven't had these teas long enough to get into that.
Right. I expect a similar rhythm. Honestly, I mean, it's not. It's. I guess I crave it. It's so good. It's hard not to crave it every day, but I think it would really ruin the experience to have it every day, even if it was cheaper and I could afford it. It's a unique, sweet character. I think the tea that I think I crave the most every day is the Love Forever paper doll.
There you go.
It surprises me still. I drink that thing all the time. I love it. It's so good.
I finished the cake and then I've slowed down a bit on that.
Fair enough. Yeah.
I'm not even totally sure why. I mean, it's
don't know what
perfectly
it is about
decent
it.
tea.
Yeah. So it's funny, like, you don't, who would have thought, right? But,
yeah, you just like the rapper that much. You know? like Shotgun, they just nailed it. It's not cheesy at all.
God, dude, it's so good. It's got like the best like raisin tobacco leaf combo. Anyway, this tea is incredible, but it's a tea profile that it's not even like it's so abstract or different. In fact, it's kind of like the ideal easy casual profile to drink. It's so sweet and delicious, but also I don't know. I don't crave it every day.
It is the shang that would probably pass the mom test.
Yes.
But yeah, the depth of this tea is just really strong. You can feel it in your body, your throat. It just tastes good too. So you can appreciate this tea on a couple different levels.
Mm-hmm. Mm. I'm noticing now the deeper wood character of this, less of the sugary sweetness, but then it just comes right back. It's so...
it'll be interesting to see how you like, because you picked up another cake too, the Zhengjiao Langzi, which you have yet to tap into. I also grabbed one, which I've yet to tap into, for that matter. It will be interesting to see, because actually, the first time I had that tea, I had this tea immediately after, and it actually performed way better than this tea.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So it would be interesting to see your experience, because, the first time I had that tea was just back-to-back with this one.
And we had it together 2 months ago? Something like that?
Yeah.
So we've had it in sort of semi-recent... Yeah, I think we did that episode too. So while you're overdue to crack open one of those.
I am, yeah. I will soon, but...
So here's a question for you, and we'll have a little more steeping of this while we chat.
We got to get to 11, man.
I know.
We get to 11 on the next episode.
Yeah. Do you, even for your prize cakes, so like one of the cool things on the TDB app is the like untouched category for your stash. I actually have been trying to get through those teas and have at least every one of them, returned it. Yeah. But I have like the DTH Yiwu from 2016. It's just like, why would I drink it now?
Well, there's no point in touching that.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it'd be purely for the data.
Exactly. Just to evaluate it.
Yeah.
But the wrapper cleanliness is like, I just like that it's a clean wrapper. I'm sure that's just me.
Well, you know what? I have those and they are untouched as well. So.
Oh, okay, there you go. Good stuff.
So, we both owned some cakes of this that have not been... But we both bought it under the idea that we would drink it later.
Yeah, exactly. So. Yeah, and even like the 8582s that I have they still need 10 years. It would be ideal.
Sure.
They're fine, but I've been drinking them to understand the recipe fairly well. And I think it's really good to have reps, like recent reps on these kind of teas for like a nice Yiwu, whatever.
Yeah.
Depends.
The 2008, you're talking about the 2008 ones?
Yeah, for the 8582?
Yeah. With those ones, there's also a price difference when it comes to that versus something like DTH or BYH.
Very true.
Where it's like, It's
like,
these are $50 cakes, so.
Right.
Is it that big a deal if one of them's a little malformed because I drank it a couple times?
Exactly. So, just coming back to this tea for a second. So, I have no idea how much leaf we're using here, but the guy one's about 60% full, I'd say.
I'm surprised it's not fuller, to be honest.
Yeah.
I saw you dump quite a bit of leaf.
Yeah. This leaf, this cake rather, it's pretty loose. Breaks up pretty well. Unsurprisingly, boutique. Okay, so I pushed this one pretty hard. We'll see how this goes. Yeah. This is steep, I don't know, I want to say 5, 6, something like that.
But to answer your question about the untouched, I hate having stuff that I haven't tried. Mm-hmm. And I find in my position where I end up with a lot of teas, some I bought, some people send me, I need to have a plan to cycle through everything.
Yeah.
So unless it's something like the 2016 DTH, I'm going to try it fairly quickly, like within a couple weeks.
Yeah.
And then I will either give it away or if it's really bad, dump it or do something with it. Have a plan for it.
Sure.
So I have very few teas that are untouched.
So I've been doing stash inventory a little bit with the app with the NFC chips and stuff, and I realized that I have 3 places for tea. I have the Pomodoro, then I have the cake that I'm working through that still lives in the Pomodoro in its special area.
Okay.
And then I have the sample jar where I put that cake's chunk into and have that out of the Pomodoro.
Okay.
What do you have?
So I don't do the chunking.
Got it.
I used to at one point, and then I found it was creating more work for me.
So you just
than I
grab
wanted.
the cake.
So I have my deep stock Humidor, which I barely touch, barely open.
Right.
And then I have my fridge, which I think I've showed a couple times.
Right.
That is more of the immediate access stuff. So stuff that is I'm actively drinking through, which I access that multiple times a week.
And do you just have that in a like bag, in like the wrapper, tea cake in the wrapper in a bag?
Yeah, more or less.
Got it. Okay.
And then I also have cakes just lying around here.
Yeah,
as you've probably seen.
Yeah, as it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, sometimes we're filming an episode, and all of a sudden you just hear plump. That's just a cake falling out of the shelf, just like a fruit falling down from the tree.
Yeah, exactly. Well, hey, thanks for sticking around for this sprawling, delicious episode. Biyun Hao. Teas We Like is going to be probably the most proximal place to get this. The Jade Leaf is another good source in general.
Yes.
Not right now.
Jade Leaf's probably the only place you can get it right now.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, those are the two places to get away.
Okay. I didn't know
they just started shipping. You have to assume the responsibility if the cake gets
Got it.
up.
Yeah. So, you're paying your own insurance. That's funny. Fair enough.
Yeah. But you can technically get, I believe, this tea from Jade Leaf. They're not cheap, but
here's the thing.
Yeah.
Save your money up. Okay, save your money up. If you're starting to get into tea in a tea nerdage kind of way and you haven't had a tea like this before, save your money up and buy something like this and have an experience about it.
Or get a sample. You can get samples from Jade Leaf.
Yeah. Sorry, to be clear, don't save up to buy a sample.
Save $700. Yeah.
You don't need to buy the cake of this. But just it's a treat. It's nice to have the full breadth of what I would consider to be kind of like a roundabout a 10 out of 10 tea, 9 out of 10 tea.
Valuable reference, no doubt. Yeah,
for sure. Cool. Subscribe, follow us on all the various things that people follow things on and stuff, and send this to your dog's chiropractor. Until next time.
Wu-Tang forever.